Right.
Best platform for you to learn with. If you're in Nigeria and you're preparing to do JAMB, you're preparing to do WAEC, you're preparing to do NECO, any of these exams, SAT, GRE, you want to travel abroad, you want to go to school in Canada, this is where to learn. This is where to learn. This is where to learn. Educate Africans. You can see our app. You see, Google is advertising our app. Educate Africans app, the best for JAMB and WAEC examinations. So you can click on it, download our mobile app. It's everywhere. That is the best app that you can use to learn. You can see the advert is even done on my website. It's incredible. This is the first time I'm seeing my own adverts run on my own platform. Okay, so this is you can hit this. Everybody, if you're seeing this on your screen, hit it up and go download the app. That is the app you need. If you're preparing for JAMB, SSC, WAEC, Beche, you have this app for different subjects. Okay, so I'm gonna hit up all courses so that I can open up mathematics. That's what we're looking at today. We're looking at maths, and if I scroll down, I'm gonna see maths here, one by Precious Elimi. Okay, so not too many people doing maths. All of you wanna go do medicine. Johnson, how are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good, sir.
Okay, so let's start immediately. I don't know why Samuel has not joined. I hope you saw the alert, because we want to do a lot of things today. So once you're there, once you're on Educate Africans and you're into mathematics, you're gonna scroll down, 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 and you're gonna see mathematics roundup. You guys know that we are basically just working on past questions. So we're looking at I just wanna live before I think it's the same person. You've done for that one, man. Yes. I don't know why he's calling me. Oh, yeah. Oluwase, how are you? Yeah.
Fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
At up to date on what we need to do to move forward. So, like I said before you joined, the maths we are solving, they are all on this our. If you just enter the mathematics, click on mathematics roundup, you're gonna see the past questions from different topics. This is fractions and decimal. This is percentage. This is sort. This is indices and exponential functions. So we're gonna be looking at different past questions from different aspects of mathematics. So that is what we're going to be looking, so that from there you can learn as well. So let's look at simple simplification and percentages. Okay, let's look at this first question. 2 whole number 1/4 times 3 whole number 1/2 divided by 4 whole number 3/8. So what does it simplify to? Does it simplify to 5/9? Or does it simplify to 1 whole number 1/5? Or does it simplify to 1 whole number 1/4? Or does it simplify to 1 whole number 4/5? So whenever you're given a problem that has mixed fractions, whenever you're given a problem that has mixed fractions, when we say mixed fraction, we mean that you have both improper fraction or whole number and then a fraction. You need to sort them out to get a decent fraction first. Then once you get a decent fraction, then you can start applying the principles of BOD maths. The principles of what? BOD maths. Oluwase, do you know the principle of BOD maths?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the principle of BOD maths simply say that you're going to sort out bracket first. Bracket first. B stands for bracket. So you're going to first of all look at the things that are inside the bracket, sort them out first. But you see, in our case, we don't have anything in bracket. We don't. So that would have been the case if we had bracket. We would have sorted out the fractions in the bracket first. Then after the B in the board mass, the next thing you have is the O, which is off. So when you have off, which you can also likely see in a mixed fraction like this. So this simply means you have to sort this out first. So you have to sort out the mixed fractions first. This is not improper fraction. This is a mixed fraction. Improper is when the out first. So how do you sort out fraction? This means this is how you sort out a mixed fraction. The denominator all over the denominator plus the numerator is going to be 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1, which is 9. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what of you, Chika? Chika, is that clear? Because this is the same thing you're going to see in your what's it called, in your WAEC, the same thing.
Yes, sir.
It's clear. Ojo Johnson, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how you sort out a mixed fraction. The denominator, this is the denominator. In this case, 4 is the denominator, times the whole number, which is 2, plus the numerator, which is 1, all over the same denominator. So it's going to be 4 times 2, 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 over 4. And that's what we have here. Then this second mixed fraction, how do we sort it out? The denominator 2 times the whole number 3, making it 6, plus the numerator 1, making it 7, all over the denominator 2. And that's why we have 7 over 2 here. And we'll do the same for these. It's going to be 8 times 4 plus 3. So 8 times 4 is 32 plus 3, 35, all over the same 8 here. That's how we got this. Check, is it clear the way we went from here to here? Is it very clear?
Yes, sir.
Oluwase, is it very clear?
Yes, sir.
Johnson Ojo, is it very clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move forward. So now, in our board mass, after the off, the next thing you're going to see, board mass, B-O-D, of D, division. That's the next thing. So if there is a division that can easily be run, you do the division. If not, the next thing will be M, multiplication. So you sort out the multiplications. So it's when you're done with the multiplications that you now talk about addition, then subtraction. So you have to move on that way. But you see that you mostly have times multiplication and division. So you can take them together. There's no problem in that. But you need to note one very important thing. And that is, whenever you have a division sign, and you want to change that division sign to multiplication sign, in order to make your sorting out very easy, the fraction that comes after the division sign, you have to turn it over. Oluwase, what did I say?
You said you have to turn it over in order for you to be able to divide it.
In order for you to change the division sign to multiplication sign. That means now, this division sign that you have here now, we want everything to be multiplication sign so that we can really easily cross divide through and get what we want. So now this division sign has been changed to multiplication sign now. That means that this fraction that is coming in front has to be turned over. That means 8, that is the denominator, becomes the numerator, whereas 35 that is the numerator now becomes the denominator. Chika, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so having that, we can now simply look for terms that can divide through so that we can get down to the simplest term, okay? So let's study this. Here we have 8 here, and we have 2. We know that 8 and 2, something can happen there. And what is it that can happen? 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that means nothing is here now, it's only 4 here. And this 4 here can also cancel this 4. So making us to have only 9, 7, and 35. But we know that 35 can be divided by 7 to give us 5. So making us to have just 9 up here and 5 down here. So we can just have 9 over 5. And this 9 over 5 is what we call an improper fraction. And we don't need no improper fraction as our answer. We need either a proper fraction or a mixed fraction. The answers are always in proper way or mixed way. So once you have an improper fraction, you turn it to a proper fraction. And it's difficult to turn an improper fraction to a proper fraction. You can only turn an improper fraction back to a mixed fraction. So how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by simply knowing that 9 over 5 is simply 1 remainder something. And that is 1 remainder 4. And that's why we have one whole number, 4 over 5, as being the mixed fraction equivalent of the improper fraction, 9 over 5. And that makes one whole number, 4 over 5, the right answer. And that is option D. Are we clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear on this? Oluwase, are we clear on this?
Yes, sir.
John, are we clear on this?
Yes, sir.
So let's move forward. So I want somebody that can help me solve the second simplification problem. And the question says 3 whole number 1 over 4 times 1 whole number 3 over 5 all over 11 whole number 1 over 3 minus 5 whole number 1 over 3. So I'm going to close up my answer because I want somebody to solve it out. So everybody, quick fingers, because you're going to be doing this in your WAEC mathematics. So I want somebody out of you guys solve it out and tell me the answer before I open up the answer again. So I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So start immediately. I'm waiting. Once you're done, you tell me the answer.